Good morning. Day 16. Happy Saturday. Slept in a little, 5 o'clock. I'm excited for the day. Did I say how many reps we got today? Total. I put it in the description. Did I say? So 16 times 300, 4,800 reps for the year after today. Today's going to be interesting. I did say for the weekend, we're going to bump up the dumbbell weight. So we've been doing 15 pounds every single day or 15 days for this workout for the vegan 300. Now I'm going to do 25-pound dumbbells. All right, we're making a 10-pound jump. It should take longer. I'm not sure exactly how much, and it'll definitely feel different. So first time using a 25-pound dumbbells. So excited for that. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, comment that we're responding to today from Tortellini. Terrible with these names. Lions are not evil for eating zebras. I would agree with you. Lions are not evil for eating zebras. Neither are all carnivores that need to do it for survival. Second comment of his statement here, humans are not evil for eating bacon. And again, I don't think humans are evil for eating food not knowing, right? I think a lot of humans or people are ignorant about the fact that you don't need to eat animals, or they don't understand exactly what they're eating, or they kind of block it out of their head of actually what has to happen for these animals and what these animals go through in order for you to have that bacon. And bacon is not a health food. You're not doing it because you need to. So no, we're not evil for eating bacon, but would we be evil if I slit that pig's throat to eat that bacon or make that bacon for my taste or pleasure? Not because that pig was attacking me and I was defending myself, but just out of pleasure. Because humans, you would think that a human would be evil if they did that to another human. And then I say, well, what's the difference between a human and a non-human animal? Are we evil for the things that we do to them? And I think that it is certainly an evil thing that what happens to animals. And so if we're contributing to that, are we part evil? Are we part of that whole evil cycle? I certainly think it's evil. I mean, if you look up a definition of evil, what is it? But no, lions are not evil for eating zebras or killing zebras. They have to. They can't go to the store. They can't choose anything different, right? And they were designed to do that. They have the ability to do that without any weapons or any other tools. It's what they were designed with. That is the intention, and that's how they eat. That's how they were brought up. That's how they were designed. Zebras, lions, all non-human animals, but humans, we have the choice. We absolutely have the choice. So no, lions are not evil for eating zebras, and no, I don't think humans are evil for eating bacon, but I do think there's an evil element of what happens to these animals. And once you know, you have to choose if you want to take part in that still or not, or you want to choose to eat plants instead. All right, day 16 today, 4,800 reps. We're going to be done. We're using 25-pound dumbbells. We're on our way to 100,000 repetitions of the vegan 300. All right, so it's 5:06 a.m. Saturday, January 17th. We got a lot of snow out there, so I got a shovel after this. And then we got a trip to Wixom for son's soccer game. A lot of coaches are going to be there. So if you did not know, we have 3 sons. All are into sports. All are vegan. They've been vegan over 9 years with us. They went on our journey, and they are certainly strong, fit, and healthy, and athletic. So if they can do it and I can do it, so can you. All right, let's get after this. Let's get after this. 25-pound dumbbells today. Ooh. I'm hoping it's got to be under an hour still. We got to be under an hour. We're going to have to be. I'm going to use a different rowing machine, mix it up, see what this one's like. Ooh, it's cold in here, guys. 33. Feels colder than it is, though. Could be my head. All right, 25-pound dumbbells. We're gonna 25 is not light. Ooh, they look bigger. They're a lot bigger than the 15s we've been using. So we're jumping over the 20s and we're going right to the 25 pounds. So these are 10s. I'm gonna use this just to, I think I got away with the 15s to not stretch out. So here's, 20s. Dude, 5 pounds feels a lot heavier than the 15s were. All right, yeah, this is gonna be heavy. Ooh, 25 pounds. Here we go. Oh. All right, but we said we're gonna do it. So we're gonna do it. Okay? That's it. So good morning to you, day 16. Again, I got 25-pound dumbbells behind me, the Vegan 300. It's a strict push-up with that. I got 2 dumbbells. So you'll see me do it's almost a devil's press, right, from the ground. I'll swing it back between my legs, and then I'll press it overhead, and then I'll go right into a front squat. So we got 3 reps in one movement. That's where I get the 10 rounds or 10 reps and 10 rounds. And then that's your 300 total reps for the day. All right. So we're going to just get after this one, see how long it takes. And, really got nowhere to be. Got to leave the house maybe 7, 8 o'clock. So got plenty of time if this takes me, but I shouldn't take me over an hour. So I'm going to move through this very gingerly. And we're not going to get hurt. We're just going to one rep at a time. We'll get on the row. We'll row 10 cals, and then we'll go from there. All right, and then I'll make some comments again about the lions are not evil for eating zebras. Humans are not evil for eating bacon. I would agree with both of those statements. Okay, I would agree with what he just said there, but there's a play on words there when we say bacon. And then what has to happen, or who's eating the bacon, right? Humans. And what has to happen for bacon to get onto the plate? I think 175 million pigs are gassed each year in the United States. Gassed, and that's considered humane. Humane. If you look up the definition of humane, tell me that's humane. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Let's do it. Oh, let's not. Let me get some water first. Okay. And I might take breaks in between here. Might take breaks. I'm gonna give myself permission. Okay, we're not trying to rush through this one, especially 25 pounds. So, all right, here we go. 10 seconds. Let's do it. 25-pound dumbbells. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, much different than the 15-pound dumbbells. Much, much different. I am much more out of breath now. That was definitely harder to move, for sure. So we're getting the counter so we don't have this timeout on us, but that was certainly not as easy as the 15 pounds. All right, but not that it's not doable. Definitely heavier. But yeah, man, evil, you know, zebras, bears, any type of animal, like even the whale, the orca. And not too long ago, saw a video, and you probably heard about this, but there was a whale at SeaWorld, an orca that killed a trainer. You know, brought her down underwater, slashed her around, right? It was like kind of during a show. You know, do you think that orca is evil? I don't think so. I mean, you don't really know why they did it. You know, and then they hunt animals and they do it for survival. All right, one round in. So we got like a 4-minute round right there. Ooh, this might take a while. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seven, 8, 9, 10. Let me see, I did 25-pound dumbbells straight through in 14 minutes. 114 minutes. So this should be 30, maybe 40-minute workout. See it reset. It's okay. We got the tracker. So yeah, the orca is not evil for hunting, seals. The lion's not evil for hunting and killing other animals. They do it to provide for their family, to hunt and kill and eat for survival. Humans are not doing that, especially when humans are eating bacon. Not killing animals for survival. Like, you're not. But no, I mean, if you're brought up like kids and people who really haven't challenged it, and society doesn't make it, it makes it normal for us to eat meat. So no, you're not evil. But again, if you understand and start really digging into the industry and what happens to the animals, that certainly is evil in my book, and we're supporting that. Did I click? 2 rounds through, baby. Let's keep going. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Someone yesterday also said, talking to me about, well, you chop the head of a lettuce, the lettuce will die, or it may not. Or if you pull an apple from a tree, the tree may die. Like, nah. But if you chop an animal's head off, is that animal going to die? Or maybe die? It's like, come on, man. We're comparing plants with animals. Like, heard it at work the other day. Well, plants have feelings too. Or plants are alive too. Yep, they are. But if I give you a knife, which one are you going to kill? Which one's natural for you? Which one are we programmed to eat? You know? So the amount of mental gymnastics it takes to settle the uncomfortableness that you get when you're actually contributing to what's happening to the animals. It happens. We see it every day. Every day. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Definitely heavier. Definitely gonna take more time. But it's not doable. It's doable. Heavy. And I know it's gonna take more because I've been resetting. So meaning I'm not sure how long this takes to time out. But using the 15s and never timed out. So I knew I was doing it faster. We'll see after we get halfway what that looks like. But I mean, it feels good. Definitely heavier. Definitely more solid when they hit the ground. So not out of the question. Again, we're just pacing through. No rush. Not trying to get hurt. Not trying to speed through this. Get as fast time as possible. It's nice and easy. Right? Weekend work. Weekend work. Been consistent. Missed one day so far this year. That was that first Saturday, 4 rounds in. So we're going to finish up this round and we'll be halfway. So yeah, maybe 40-minute workout. Because I remember doing it in 14 minutes. It wasn't with the front squat added to the devil's press. So we call it a vegan press. 2. So that adds time. And the row. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We're going halfway. Oh, we didn't time out. Must have been a fast round. So Saturday, January 17th. I'm 1 day behind. Call it keeping up with the day of the year, but it's okay. Not sure if I'll maintain. I'm glad I got it out of there though. We're not putting so much pressure on the unbrokenness. Got it out of the way early. So there's halfway. So 16 minutes. So we're over about 30, just over 30 minutes. You know, very methodical, slow, intentional pace. So we're halfway. All right, 5 rounds. 5 rounds through. I'm gonna get some water. We're gonna do this up since this is the first time doing 25 pounds. All right. All right, everything's downhill from here. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can tell the core work is much more difficult with this. Controlling the heavier dumbbell going down and up. So certainly gonna improve your core work when you go heavier like this. But push up remains the same. So not gonna see real much benefit other than maybe going a little bit further down because the dumbbells put you up higher, which isn't a bad thing. Overall, man, it's a good solid weight. You know, and if you could handle it safely, you got good form, give it a go. But again, I did 15 days with 15 pounds. That was coincidence. There we go. All right, finished our 6th round. Again, we got 4 to go. Not going to get ahead of ourselves. Just Keep going, not worried about the time. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. We just gotta keep moving. Get these reps done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't realize this, but it's we increased the weight 20 pounds total. We went from 30 to 50. It's kind of a big jump, but I only saw it as like, just, 10 pounds each. Right, went from 15 to 25. But when you say 20 pounds, we're swinging a total of 30 with the 15s. And then now we're swinging a total of 50 pounds and with the front squat. So, over 100 reps, it's a lot more weight moved. All right. 7 rounds are done. 3 more to go. Let's keep going. See, we would already been done, close to being done. We got 3 more rounds though. So let's keep going. Got to. Can't stop now. We're too far in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5:36 a.m. Saturday. A lot of people use the weekend to, go hard or party, sleep in. It's like, I kind of did that too, but just a little later. I didn't get good sleep.
not last night, the night before, you know, like 3 hours, 4 hours. My watch said wasn't, you know, my like training battery was like 10. It wasn't good, but use the weekend to catch up a little bit, but keep the routine going. Keep the routine going. You know, don't get out of the habits, especially if you haven't created that discipline yet. Consistency breeds discipline 8 rounds through. So be consistent. If you don't have that discipline built in where you can stop and keep going, you know, no matter rain or shine, injury or whatever, consistency. So if you say you're going to do something, do it. Commit to yourself. 1. Repetitions. I was fortunate enough to be in the military and they made you do it. 1. No, that's 2. Sorry. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Yeah, we're gonna be over 30. That's okay. First day using 25 pounds. Much different. Glad I did. I said I was gonna. It was Ava's idea. That's my wife. So I like it. Man, I really like the row in between. It's a good breather, great functional movement, a lot of legs there. 9 rounds in, complete. Last one right here. Here we go. Maybe we'll get it. I'm not sure. Under 30. Let's give it a go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Here's 100. Ah, no way. 10 cows, we're done. Come on. Ah, 30-24. I think if I didn't stop halfway and have water, that was about 30 seconds. So we could have hit it if we didn't stop and have water. But yeah, 25-pound dumbbells, much different than the 15s. I'm glad I did it. So, not sure if we'll stick to that during the week. But tomorrow, I got, again, nowhere to be. And so we can extend it a little bit. I didn't feel like it was too much. I didn't try to speed through it. Maintain the form. As the weight gets heavier, form becomes more important, especially high volume reps. So, really extending your hips, popping your hips to create momentum to drive the kettlebell up. And then the same thing, can't let them come out too much. Keep them nice and tight. Go right into the front squat. And, you just keep chipping away, keep moving through. And then controlling going down. Again, keep them close to your body and using gravity to help you, all while maintaining a flat back and in control of the weight. So you put them where you want them. You don't want the dumbbells controlling you or bringing you somewhere. You want to be controlling the dumbbells. And that to me is a sign of it's either too heavy or it's just right, or maybe somewhere in between, where you got to make sure that you don't do too many and, hurt yourself. So overall, super happy with that. 5:44 a.m. Saturday. We slept in a little bit, but we're still out here before everybody's sleeping or before everyone gets up. And so we're good, man. I mean, under an hour in here, minimal warm up, but 25 pounds, certainly doable. Glad I did it, but I'm even more glad that I started with 15s and did that for quite some time. And maybe next week I'll go 20s, so we'll bump it up. Maybe we'll go 20s. So 25 pounds today. Glad I did. Super glad I did. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Good morning to you. Day 16. Happy Saturday to those of you on live. Drop a comment. I'll post it. No matter how ridiculous it is. No matter how, whatever you say, I'll post it up here for everybody to see. I got some time. I got a shovel. We're in Michigan. It snowed a lot yesterday. I'm going to shovel it all up, get another workout in, keep it going. We're at 4,800 total reps. Comment I responded to today: lions are not evil for eating zebras. I agree with that. Humans are not evil for eating bacon. I also agree with that. But there are some differences I'd like to talk about. So the lions aren't evil because they're carnivores. They have to go out and kill animals to survive, feed their family. They are absolute hunters. They were born to hunt. It's in their genetics. It is like just natural for them to go hunt. Same thing for tigers. Humans are not evil for eating bacon. You grew up eating bacon. All bacon is around you. They put bacon in milkshakes. They put bacon all over cheeseburgers, burgers, hot dogs. I mean, there's bacon bits, which are vegan, by the way. But bacon is everywhere. And, there's people with shirts say bacon is life. And actually, bacon is
the furthest thing from life. It's actually death. It's actually dead pig flesh. But most of you are aware of that, but most of us don't think about what happens to the pigs or any of the animals and what they go through in order for that bacon, that piece of their flesh, to get to your plate. So I want you to think about that. That is the evil part. What happens to them, what they go through, is pure evil. Your definition of evil, whatever that definition is, that is what the pigs go through in slaughterhouses. That's what the pigs go through when they're gassed. 174 million pigs are gassed each year in the US in order for that bacon to get to your plate, in order for you to have the opportunity, to have the choice to purchase that bacon in the supermarket or have it delivered however you purchase your goods and bring it into the household. But you purchase that, you contribute towards that, and that makes the cycle go round. So if, say, all of us decide to not purchase that bacon anymore, that then would not fund the industry, and then that would root them out. Supply and demand. Will it happen overnight? No. But we can't just be like, oh, it's not going to happen overnight, or what I'm doing really doesn't matter, so I'm just going to keep doing it. So that's that internal conflict that you have. You know it's wrong, but you're contributing to it anyway. So back to humans are not evil for eating bacon. I would agree with that. However, most people are ignorant to it. They block it, and that's just what they do. They don't think about it. And yeah, the act of it isn't evil itself, right? You're eating, call it food. But knowing what that food is and what that food, that animal had to go through to get to your plate and into your mouth and into your stomach, that is the evil part. Watch the videos, watch Dominion, watch clips, watch the best speech ever by Gary Yavorski. It's incredible, right? Everything he says in there, he's lecturing some students, and it's absolutely incredible. It's fun, it's serious, right? There's times to laugh, there's times to not, but sit down and watch it through and answer some questions, right? Think about it. You don't have to let anyone know that you're doing it, but that's between you and everything that you're watching, right? That's between you. That's just internal, right? You have to come up with that. You can't look at anyone else. No one is forcing their beliefs on you. Nobody is forcing you to do anything. It has to be your choice. It has to come from you. But I almost guarantee you, if you watch that and you understand it and you listen to it logically, you're gonna question everything about what you've done up until this point. I know that's what I did. And then it just made sense to go the other way, to go the direction of away from all the things that I was supporting, all the things that I knew was wrong. And I just didn't think about it. But once I thought about it and know that I had a choice and know that other people are doing it and know that you can be strong, fit, and healthy without eating any animals, like it makes sense to go that route. It doesn't make sense to continue to contribute to it when you know it's wrong. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't make it right. Just because we did it for so long doesn't make it right. Just because our ancestors did it and they developed brains and they got us to where we are today through ancestors doesn't mean that we should continue to do it. We don't have to anymore. We don't have to contribute and kill animals in order to eat their flesh and eat their meat. It was their body. We don't have to do that anymore. We can just eat plants. And no, plants are not just like animals. Yes, they're both alive, but please don't say that you can chop the head off is the same, or chop the head off a lettuce, or chop an apple up or a carrot up, and it's the same as chopping a cow or a pig or a chicken up. That's just really ridiculous. So, last time, lions are not evil for eating zebras. No, they're carnivores, right? Long story short, they have to do it for survival. Humans are not evil for eating bacon. I would agree. But what happens to the animals or to the pigs to get that bacon there absolutely is evil. And even those that are actually doing it or employed to do it, right? There's some confliction there, right? It's their job, it's their work life, right? Do they have to do that in order to support their family? And what happens to their brain and what happens to them, the nightmares that they go through to be in the slaughterhouse every single day? I mean, it's evil what's happening to them. I said if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everybody would be vegan. There's a reason why they're in those transport trucks and you can't see them. There's a reason why the slaughterhouses are all blocked off from people to see. There's a reason why you can't take a tour through a slaughterhouse. There's a reason for that. There's absolute reason for that. They want to hide everything from the humans or the billions of people that are contributing to it and make it go round. So it's normal to not want to listen to it, to come across videos like this, people talking about it and be like, they're stupid, man. They're idiots. They're just this vegan cult. Like, really, no. Like, just a regular dude, regular human being that just thought about it, right? Came across the information and thought about it. So that's what I did. And then now I'm sharing what I know and proving that you can be absolutely strong, fit, and healthy without eating them, without contributing to that. So, I'm doing my own experiment. Other people are way stronger than me, right? Way more fit. They're bodybuilders, they're Olympic lifters, there's marathon runners, there's triathloners, if that's a word. People are doing it on a plant-based diet, right? Vegans are doing it. So we're out here trying to do 100,000 reps. We did 25 pounds today, so that was very good. Moved it, took a little bit longer than the 15 pounds, but overall, I'm glad I did it. So day 16, we're 4,800 reps in. Let me see, I got some YouTube. Is it a comment? Yeah, here we go. Oh, let's see here. Let's answer this real time. So, this is okay. So let me see. So on my last post, right, even yesterday, so I made a short about how Jesus or God would kill an animal. This dude replied with a effing knife. Okay, then I said, would he stab them or slice their throat? Right, I want to know exactly how Jesus or God would kill an animal. He says, since their throat, remove the head from the main body with an object such as a hacksaw or an axe, then hang the carcass by the hocks of the leg and skin it by making an incision to the belly, and then go outwards from there. Remove other unnecessary additions such as testicles, hooves, tail, and organs, and then butcher into parts such as shank, ribs, leg, brisket, and back straps. Leave it to hang in a cold compartment, such as a cool room, or in the days of Jesus, they would have salted it and left all of the cuts in a room without much sunlight or heat. Then proceed to cook and eat in any manner you would need for the occasion. Little tutorial for ya. Okay, first of all, I don't think he typed that up. I think that was a little chat GPT or Google or whatever he did to say, how would Jesus kill an animal? Or how would, people back in Jesus's day kill an animal? So again, if you really believe that Jesus or God would do all that, okay, that's one thing. So think about that. Two, why would they do that? So my response to him, this is going to be real time. So I don't think he really answered the question. So I asked if he would stab them or slice their throat. He said slice their throat. So I said, thanks. Would he do it while they were alive? And why exactly would he do it? All right, that's my response right there to him. Thanks. Would he do it while they were alive? And why exactly would he do it? I think that's a big reason, right? So you talk about, I mean, going back in Jesus's day, they did it for sacrifice, right? You know, there's definitely some versions or in the Bible. There's chapters where they do animal sacrifices, but again, it's 2026. There's no reason to sacrifice animals. We are no longer sacrificing animals for any religion. No religion mandates killing and eating animals. No religion mandates eating meat. So again, just because Jesus did it or God did it or Solomon or Elijah did it doesn't make it necessary or even right for us to do it, for us to contribute to. Nobody's sacrificing animals. What slaughterhouses isn't some sacritorial uh, building that just sacrifices and like does this whole religion or sacrificial ceremony for each animal going through there's no time. There's no time. We kill 90 billion land animals every single year. 90 billion every year. So, thanks, their true blue block. He was trying to be funny, but he would do it with a knife and he would say they would slice their throat. So again, would God or Jesus want to slice the throat of an animal that he created, that had life, that has an experience, that did nothing wrong, that did absolutely nothing wrong? And maybe you can get away with, oh yeah, it's sacrifice. I'm sacrificing the animals so that we can eat, but we're not in that time. We're not in that time. We can eat plants. We can slice, well, plants don't have throats, but we can slice and chop and bash plants. We can kill all the plants you want. They have no experience. They don't value their life. They have no central nervous system. They don't feel pain. If you slice the throat of an animal, just like, I mean, you've seen it in the movies, maybe even in real life, but they slice the throat of people. Do you think that hurts and they're bleeding out? Do you think that causes pain and suffering? Do you think that if it was this manufacturing line where the animals, and they can smell a lot better than us, that they would be able to smell the blood and hear the screams of others, of the other animals that are before them getting killed? So again, he hasn't responded yet. He might have jumped on here and maybe watched and then commented, but we've just been on for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it short here. It's 6 o'clock a.m. Michigan Eastern Standard Time. We're 4,800 reps in to the year. So again, I'm out here tomorrow, day 17. We're going to see about the weight, not committing to anything, but the 25 pounds felt good for the weekend. It felt good to just get through it, not to speed through it. It was still around 30 minutes. So that's still a good time. We're not out here all day. It's a fun movement. My wife was talking about, like, working out should be fun and not boring. And I think boring is like, like single arm press, like just like the singular body movements or the bodybuilding type stuff. Like, not really a fan of that. It really doesn't work your heart rate, doesn't work your cardio. It's not time effective, right? It's not time or, efficient. I feel like this workout, these movements right here are super efficient. I mean, how much weight did we move? And we did a push up, a strict push up. We did literally like a core, a swing, a dumbbell swing, or if you're familiar with a kettlebell swing, and a press. So a press overhead, so all in one. And then we did a front squat. So you got legs, you got core, you got arms, you got chest. I mean, you got back. I mean, every muscle is involved. It's a full body movement workout. Plus we're rowing, and we're going back and forth, and we're back and forth. So to me, way better, more fun. I'd say more challenging and sustainable. Sustainable to do 100,000 in the year. And that's what I'm going to keep telling myself, one day at a time. I can't do all 100,000 today or tomorrow or the next day. It's going to take 333 days. We're going to stick to the plan. We built in some rest days, so we hit it before the year. But 2026, this vegan, me, I'm going to hit 100,000 reps. And the only person that can stop me is myself. The only person that can stop me is myself. So I'm going to commit every single day, just like this, to come out here the next day and the next day and the next day. And it's going to be one day at a time. And I'm going to complete these reps one rep at a time, one rep at a time, one day at a time. Okay, I'm just going to keep going until we hit 100,000. So it's going to go through all sorts of weather. 34 degrees in here now. There's times where I'm going to be doing maybe 60 degrees, maybe 80 degrees. We're going to see. But nothing's going to stop us. Rain, snow, lightning, hail, sleet, nothing. Ooh, the weather just hit me. What'd it say? Possible flurries in the next hour. We're going to get out there and start shoveling. All right. Hey, good morning to you. We got some viewers on. Good morning. Oh, he just bounced. They just bounced. They get scared. I think they see the quit eating animals and it's like, oh my gosh, he's talking to me. They're talking to me. I got to go. Embarrassed. I don't know who jumps on and who doesn't, by the way. So if you do jump on, I don't know who's watching. I don't know. I know if you comment, I'll see your username and I'll post it. Maybe that's the reason why people don't comment, because I'm going to post it. But so let's keep it up. All right, day 16. Let me get out there. I'm going to stop rambling. We're over an hour. All right, guys, have a great Saturday, day 16, and go eat some plants. Whatever meal that you were going to eat, you got tons of opportunity today. Whatever meal you were going to eat that was an animal, go ahead and find a plant-based version of that same meal. Figure out how to make it. All right, there's tons of plant-based books out there. Plant-based recipe books. They're on Google. Ask me, comment. There's so many out there. And it's a simple change, simple adjustment. All right, keep learning. Day 16. All right, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow, day 17. Have a great day. Peace.